Black Klansman, Race, Hate, and the Undercover Investigation of a Lifetime by Ron Stallworth, read for you by the author. For my wife, Patsy Teresa Stallworth and Mr. Elroy Bodie. Author's Note. If one black man, aided by a bevy of good, decent, dedicated, open, and liberal-minded whites and Jews, can succeed in prevailing over a group of white racists by making them look like the ignorant fools that they truly are, then imagine what a nation of like-minded individuals can accomplish. Everything that follows was accomplished despite and in spite of the supremacist claim, in some cases, to being highly educated, having more intelligence, and being far superior in every way to blacks and Jews and anyone else they deemed inferior. My investigation of the KKK convinced me that sooner, rather than later, we would in fact overcome those who tried to define minorities by their own personal failings of racial, ethnic bias, bigotry, and religious preference, and the false belief that people of color and others who did not fit their definition of pure Aryan white were not deserving of respect, much less of being classified as people. Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. Robert Kennedy. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Alice Walker. Chapter 1. A Call from the Klan. All of this began in October 1978. As an intelligence unit detective for the Colorado Springs Police Department, the first black detective in the history of the department, I might add, one of my duties was to scan the 2 daily newspapers for any reports of information concerning any hint of subversive activity that might have an impact on the welfare and safety of Colorado Springs. It's surprising what some people will put in the paper. Prostitution, obvious money schemes, that sort of thing, mostly, but every once in a while there's something that really stands out. As I looked over the classified ads, one in particular caught my eye. It read, Ku Klux Klan, for information contact, P.O. Box 4771, Security, Colorado, 80230. Now there was something unusual. The town of Security was a suburban housing development area located southeast of Colorado Springs near 2 main military bases, Fort Carson and NORAD, North American Aerospace Defense Command. The community was predominantly military, and there had been no known Klan activity in these parts. So I answered the ad. I wrote a brief note to the P.O. Box explaining that I was a white man interested in obtaining information regarding membership in the KKK and furthering the cause of the white race. I wrote that I was concerned with niggers taking over things and that I wanted to change that. I signed my real name, Ron Stallworth, gave the undercover phone number, which was an unlisted, untraceable line, and used the undercover address, also untraceable. I placed my note in the envelope and dropped it in the mailbox. Why did I sign my real name to that note, which would go on to launch one of the most fascinating and unique investigations of my career? Like all of our undercover investigators, I maintained 2 separate undercover identities with the appropriate support identification, driver's licenses, credit cards, etc.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?